Hello, everybody. Hello. We are here to watch Hibs get absolutely fucking pumped again at Villa Park. I will quickly go through the starting lineups. We've got about just over 10 minutes until the game kicks off. The lineup, starting with Villa, is Olsen, Concert, Chambers, Torres, Revan, Bailey, Kamara, Louise, Tielemans, Kellyman, and Duran. With the bench of Marshall, is that? I assume some. Zich, Cash, Carlos, Digne, Feeney, McGinn, Dendonka, Watkins, Diaby, and O'Reilly. For Hibs, the starting lineup is Marshall, Miller, Bashiri, Hanlon, Stevenson, Campbell, Jago, Newell, Obita, Deutsch, and Yuan. With the bench for the Hibees reading like Boric, Johnson, Fish, Harbottle, Molotnikov, McAllister, Megwa, Del Ferrier, McIntyre, Vente, Boyle, and Le Fondre. So, no Emi Martinez for Villa in the squad. He did go off injured at Easter Road. I assume that was then just... I thought maybe at the time it was like, I wanted to give the second goalkeeper a chance, but he's clearly injured. Marshall has come through his head knock against Livingston on Saturday and is fit to start. Interesting that we've gone back to Hanlon and Stevenson. I would assume that is because we just know we're out and we want to save. We're just playing them to give them games in Europe at this point. But I'd rather see the likes of. Obita is playing. I'd rather see the likes of Fish playing this game. Fish. I'd rather see back to a Fish and Rocky instead of seeing Hanlon and Bashiri. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Currently got they're just showing the highlights from last week's game on Villa TV at the moment. Showing Watkins' hat-trick at the minute. Yeah. Look. I don't think any Hibs fan is expecting us to get through today. I'm certainly not. I'm not expecting us to win. I just expect... Well, the minimum I expect today is a bit of fight. And just don't embarrass yourselves. 5-0 last week, it's not an embarrassing scoreline by any means. Look. We have a good track record against the English clubs, but money's silly in football these days. And I'm not putting it all onto money, by no means. Obviously, we've lost to Livingston at the weekend, who I don't know how little money they have, but it's by far the least in the Premiership. So, that's whatever it is. We lost to them, so I think we've lost obviously to Motherwell and St Mirren as well in the league. So we scraped past Wraith Rovers in the cup, but yeah, whatever. I don't really care what the scoreline is today from a Villa winning perspective. They can win by as many goals as they like. But I fully expect it to get to double digits and aggregate scoreline, at least. But the longer Hibs can keep them out today is more what I'm interested in. And if we can maybe nick a goal, I just want to see a more improved performance than we've seen so far this season, domestically at least. Obviously, we've had good results in Europe this season. Obviously, to get to this point, and for what it's worth, we deserve to be here because we beat the Andorran side just about, and we beat Luzerne again we beat Luzerne more comfortably than the Andorrans. Obviously, going off the first leg to the second leg, but yeah, I mean, just don't embarrass yourselves. Have a good. It's like obviously, if we get the team back, if we get the 11 back up, like it's a huge game for like Rocky and Campbell and Jago and Hanlon and Stevenson especially. It's a huge game for them. It looks like a bit of a makeshift Villa team as well. So, I mean, I don't know much. I mean, obviously, Pau Torres he's centre half. He's won the Europa League. He's played for Spain. You know, he's even this like this Revan fella, Sebastian Revan. He'd have got a left back today. I mean, he's an academy player. Yeah, he's their academy player. Callum Chambers is no slouch in comparison to the Scottish League. Neither is Esri Konsa. You know, they've still got Leon Bailey on the wing. They've still got Yuri Tielemans starting. You know, they've still got a midfield two of Boubacar Kamara and Douglas Luiz. That's still a good team. Obviously, Villa should win. Villa will win. For what it's worth. If we don't lose on the night, I will be fucking shocked. I'll be happy, obviously, and for what it's worth, I am treating this game as the 90 minutes, not the two-legged affair that it obviously is. Obviously, we're not going to win by 6 goals. So, it's more or less like a friendly or a training match for Hibs, if you like, rather than a crucial European game to win. Because obviously it's not a crucial game to win. We're 5-0 down. We're 5-0 down before a ball's been kicked today. Which obviously isn't where we wanted to be. It's where we are. It would have been good to get a goal or two last week. But obviously we didn't manage to do that. I think we could have scored a goal last week. But we didn't. So we're here now. We're at Villa Park. And we're going to hopefully watch a good game of football, no matter the score. Like, if Hibs score, that's great. If we don't lose, that's even better. But the reality is, we're very likely to lose. And you know what? It's Aston Villa. What do we expect? And the answer to that is very little. I don't expect anything. In terms of result. I don't expect anything in terms of result. I just want Hibs to show the best version of Hibs and get a bit and build a good platform, you know, to hopefully go on to get 3-point tickets to Aberdeen on Sunday. So that the Aberdeen on Sunday for Hibs is a bigger game than this. So yes, this is the European game, but Aberdeen on Sunday. See, Aberdeen are also playing just now. I've got their game up on the TV. So I'll be keeping an eye on that. So Aberdeen are the next opponents. Actually, yeah. They're currently 0-0 with Hacken. Obviously, they were 2-2. They were 2 each last week. We will keep you updated with their game. If anybody in chat want to give me a updates in the Hearts game as that's going on, feel free. I don't have iPlay anymore, so can I watch that? And I'm only going to watch these games legally because I'm not going to just get the game on an illegal site. So I have paid £5 for Villa TV today, and it is in the pinned comment. If you do want to watch the game yourselves, it is on Villa TV. It is $4.99 for a match pass, and you can see the Hibs fans at Villa Park just now. Obviously, I don't have the commentary on. I could put an AirPod in, but to be honest, I can't be bothered. I can't even be bothered listening to the Villa commentators. I don't think it's like the SPL pay-per-views where you can listen to the away team commentary. I don't think Hibs have any Hibs TV content coming from this game today. I don't think we do. But I mean, I'm sure we'll put out some. I'm sure there'll be some Hibs TV content out after the game. But we'll see. And Hacken have just taken the lead at Pittodrie against Aberdeen. Hacken have scored in that game. It is now 1-0 Hacken, 3-2 on aggregate for the Swedish team. I think they're Swedish. Have a wee look. Hacken, let's see, are they Swedish? Yes, they are Swedish. They have scored at Pittodrie. It's quite a good goal as well. From outside the box. As the teams are coming out now at Villa Park. Aston Villa against Hibernian. Aston Villa in their traditional claret and blue. Hibs out in the beige top and green shorts. Obviously led out by Paul Hanlon, followed just by David Marshall and Joe Newell. And the last I saw of the Hearts game, they were 3-0 down. Obviously that's 5-1 on aggregate to Pauk, I think it is they're playing. As I say, if anyone wants to let me know how that game's going in the comment section, in the chat even, feel free, I don't mind. They'll be out before us anyway, because we've still got 90 minutes of football to play here. Because we're not getting to extra time. Hibs, we need a miracle if we're to overcome this here. We would need a miracle. And to be honest, I think being here, the real tie for Hibs was the Luzerne round, was the Luzerne game in the last round. Winning that, I think, was the best. I think that was our final, if you like. Obviously, this is a bigger game, much bigger game. Although the game last week was a much bigger game. But yeah, I just think that obviously we're not going to get through. So let's go out and play some football. There's zero pressure on Hibs today. Zero pressure. So the Hibs, led by David Gray, this is the first piece of content I'm making since Lee Johnson got the sack on Sunday. And well, I think Villa fans were looking forward to seeing him at Villa. Looking forward to yelling some abuse at him at Villa Park. So obviously they're not going to get to do now. So they're just going through the teams on Villa TV at the minute. Unai Emery in his seat. Just waiting for this game to get underway now. The lighting in this room will get better as the night goes on. As we are just about to get underway, Hibs will have kickoff here at Villa Park. And I will get this timer synced up just as quickly as I can. And we're underway. Are we? Yes. Cool, and the timer might be a second or two, might be a second out, but that's fine. Anyways, Hibs in possession early on in the opening seconds of the game. Deutsch giving it away already. Brilliant, Deutsche. Okay. It's a Villa ball. I think Deutsche was offside. Villa just... They're just going to have the ball all night, aren't they? They could well just have the ball all night. It looks like Villa were playing a 3-back. Hibs obviously look like... Would it look like a 4-4-2 or 4-3-3? Need to really just see how the game settles down. It looks like we've got... It does look like we have 4 in midfield there. Just waiting to see what Johan's playing. If Johan's going to play on the left or up front next to Deutsch. I think I'd rather Johan up front next to Deutsch, but obviously we'll see how the game goes. We're probably not going to do very much attacking in this game at all, as the ball's back with Villa's goalkeeper. I think his name's Olsen. Throw in for Hibs here on the near side. The near side touchline. It's a throw for Hibs. Louis Stevenson. Hibs fans in full voice at Villa Park. As Hibs will have another throw, I think it is there. Yeah, another throw. Stevenson Stevenson has been told to retreat a wee bit before taking this throw. Obita. Jordan Obita for Hibs. Stevenson. Plays it back to Hanlon. Rocky Bashiri for Hibs. Bashiri. Back to Hanlon. Paul Hanlon to Stevenson. Stevenson to Hanlon. Hanlon plays it up to field. Miller. Jago. Hanlon. Good ball up to Obita. Jordan Obita, ball in. Ball in. Go on. No. Away. That was a chance, that was a chance. A bit of a half chance. Because I don't think it was ever likely we were going to score. But that might be the closest to a chance that we get from our own creating tonight. Just 3 minutes into this game at Villa Park. Conser for Villa. Just jogging it out at the back. Playing it around. And just passing the ball around. I'm not gonna say Villa players' names because I do not know their squad numbers. There's some that I do know. Like Hibs, Ooh, that's a foul. That's a free kick. Thank you. Free kick for Hibs. Deutsch brought down. Inside. Just inside the Villa half. Obita was onside for the chance before, by the way. Obita, I think he was onside. So if something did happen from that, it would have... So if a goal did come from that, it would have counted. But Hibs have a free kick now. Ball is into the box, into the arms of the keeper. No Hibs player was in the box. Bit of a flaw there, lads. Bit of a flaw. Kind of have to be in the box if you want to score a goal in the box. I think that's Callum Chambers. Is that Boubacar Kamara? Is Boubacar his name? Might be. Who knows? I could just check, but I don't want to look. But I don't want to look at the score on my phone and potentially see any spoilers. Obita to Yuan. Eli Yuan for Hibs. Coming under wing, Eli Yuan. Eli Yuan, tricky feet, ball in. Keeper's ball. Good footwork by Eli Yuan there. No handball. The Villa player slips there. It'll be a goal kick for or a free kick for Villa, or whatever. I don't know what it was. Probably a free kick. The ref thought he was fouled, but I think he just slipped. Doesn't make much of a difference. From Spur, we're here no matter what. Make sure to leave a like on the stream if you have not done so already, and to subscribe to the channel for more Hibs watch-alongs in the future. I'll be doing one for Aberdeen away on Sunday. And then there'll be some other Hibs content maybe during the international break. Not sure. I'm not sure who we've got away on internationals. That's no foul. I think that's a goal kick. Good. Let's see that again. It's running. Yeah, Rocky was bundled over. Takes a lot to bundle over Rocky. He's a big guy, Rocky Bashiri. Played over there. Lewis Miller. Tries playing a pass for Josh Campbell, but it goes out of the pitch. Out for a Villa throw. So, okay, Villa in possession of the ball there. I think that is Callum Chambers. That's Leon Bailey. I can see his name. That's Kamara. Jago's won the ball. Back there. Newell with it now. Out for Miller. Hello, mate. Hello. How are we doing? Joe Newell passes the ball back to Rocky Bashiri. For Paul Hanlon now. Now for Lewis Stevenson. Plays the ball. Obita keeps it in. Puts it out for a throw for Villa. Bailey. To Chambers. Plays it back now to Konsa. For Torres. For somebody else now. I don't know who. And it's a free kick for Hibs here, I think. On the halfway line. As we approach 9 minutes in this game. But I said last week as well. It's like I felt like these games go very slowly. Like I feel like I've been watching this game for a lot longer than 9 minutes already. Anyways, Hibs have the ball now. coming forward. Good defending by Villa, out for Hibs throw. Yeah, it's out for Hibs throw on the far side. As Lewis Miller is preparing to launch one here, I think. Drives off the ball. Lewis Miller. The Australian right back. Getting ready to launch one into the box here. In the box it is. Rocky gets ahead. Yuan gives, and it's back in Villa possession, but Joe Newell wins the ball. Paul Hanlon. Ella Yuan now for Hibs. Ella Yuan. Go on, Yuan. Go on. Good defending by Villa. Peter, back now for Yuan again. Ella Yuan. No offside, is he? Must have been an offside or a foul in there somewhere. Referee's pulled it back. Yeah, it was offside. Yuan was offside. Goal would not have counted if it went in the back of the net, which it didn't anyway. Ah, come on, Hibs, come on. I think that's Esri Conser there at the moment for Villa. To Douglas Luiz. Conser, Luiz. Up the pitch there, and that is 1-0 Villa. Well, we lasted 11 minutes this week. There you go, that's updated. That's 6-0 now on aggregate. Come on, Hibs. It's a brilliant run. Rocky should have done better to hold him off, I think. Just out-muscles Rocky. By the looks of things there. Well, now, if Rocky brings him down, it's a foul. So, if Rocky brings him down, it's a foul. So I don't think there's much he could have done, other than be a bit quicker and get his body in front of him. Sturan with the goal for Villa there, as they lead Hibs 1-0 on the night and 6-0 on aggregate now. The uphill task for Hibs has just become even steeper. But to be honest, I don't think it really even matters. Torres. Luiz back to Torres. Conser. Through the middle. And Villa could well be in again here. Is that Tim Dura? I don't know the squad numbers of these players. I think that's Leon Bailey. Douglas Luiz, the Villa captain tonight. With John McGinn being on the bench. Pau Torres. Yuri Tielemans. Kamara. Back to Torres. Tielemans back now for Luiz. Torres. Luiz. Douglas Luiz. Torres. Luiz. It's Conser for Torres. Torres to Kamara. Villa breaking up forward here now. Brought down by Rocky. Cleanly. giving it away again to the 71 there. Is that the same as I just scored? Tries a shot blocked, and it'll be a Villa corner. I need to see the back of the shirt. If I was to tell you who he is. Also the standard, as usual, any fake scores in the chat will be timed out. Any, try not to spoil goals in the Hibs game. I have the Aberdeen game up on the screen above me as well. Corner for Villa here. Yuri Tielemans is out to take it. Tielemans takes the corner. Ball in and cleared for now. And it is away. But Villa still in possession of the ball. Douglas Luiz. Is that up to fucking Villa, yeah? Yeah, that's what that means. Yeah, mate. Assuming you're a Villa fan, you're playing some good football here. And I guess I shouldn't really be surprised. You're in this position for a reason from the game last week. But, I'm just going to watch the game. I'm still going to watch the game anyway. So I might as well just come on here and do a watch along for it. I've done a... That's soft. That's also soft. Stevenson here for Hibs now. Like we always do, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's hardly surprising, this scoreline at the minute. Like I was saying before, like, I'll be happy if we get our goal today. Obita. Cross in, it's going to go out for a corner for Hibs here. Konsa puts it behind. Hibs will have a corner. A set piece is definitely our best way to goal, if we are to get one. Good travelling support from Hibs. So we'll see their team take a corner here now by the Birmingham boy Joe Newell to send the corner in. The referee's having a word with Lewis Miller at the moment. Joe Newell to take the corner for Hibs. Plays it in. I think he will, but I've said 3-1. Yeah. I mean, a 3-1 defeat is very respectable. Another corner. Save from Alston this time. There's Obita. Just lined one up. Ooh, that's a good save from Alston. That was going in. From Obita. Another corner for Hibs then, from the other side this time. Newell out for it again. Yep, Joe Newell's out for it again here, on the other side this time. Ball comes in. Cleared away. Obita, out for Newell. Newell curls one in. Campbell! Saved! By Olsen. Ah! That'll be a very poor mistake. A very poor mistake, though, I'd say. Yeah, I mean, it's either going to be a Villa mistake or a set piece. Ella Yuan here. Ella Yuan, good feet. Yuan, so we tumble. Giving the ball away there cheaply. Villa could Villa in again. 24? Trying to figure out these Villa shirt numbers. There's Douglas Luiz in the ball just now. To Villa number 6. This is back to Konsa. Back to Luiz. Torres. Luiz. defending there by Rocky. He didn't have much to do, but he did what he needed to do well there, Rocky. As I said, I don't think he could have done much more for the goal. I don't think he could have. If it brings the man down, it's a foul, and I'd have to see it again. We're leaping all over us. We catch him in a break. Yeah. Well, the thing is, you're going through whatever happens tonight anyway. So it's on us to play a better football. And I think, from the play so far, I think we deserve a goal from the play so far. We've not got one. Your goalkeeper's made a couple of good saves. And yeah, we've shown a good account of ourselves so far here today. But then we showed a good account of ourselves in the first 20 minutes or so in the game last week as well. And that one ended 5-0. Unless we have a shortcut, yeah. To be fair, I can't see Hibs going 6 goals anyway. Obviously, we'd need 7 to go through now, so... And you'll never see me again if so. Yeah, I think the 1 goal for you tonight will be enough to go through. We're not going to score 5. Yeah. It's a goal kick then for Hibs now. Out for Lewis Stevenson. Ellie Yuan. Back to Stevenson. Paul Hanlon. Marshall to Bashiri. Marshall. Stevenson. Newell. Bashiri. Miller. Bashiri. Hanlon. Stevenson. Obita. Jordan Obita for Hibs. Jago takes a wee tumble. That's a good, great challenge by Newell. Is it not? Foul by Joe Newell there. Thought that was good. I have to see it again. First viewing, I thought it was a good challenge. In the end, he does wipe out his man, but yeah, actually it's not a good tackle at all from Joe Newell there on Kellyman. And elsewhere, BK Hacken have scored a second goal against Aberdeen at Pittodrie. They are now 2-0 up and up 4-2 on aggregate. They were 2 goals up last week in Sweden, and Aberdeen did come back to get a draw 2-2 out there. They will have to do the same again at home, as Esru Concert is in possession of the ball here for Villa. 23 minutes into the game at Villa Park. It is Villa 1, Hibs 0. 6-0 Villa on aggregate. Douglas Luiz there. Is that Bailey? Or I don't know. I don't know what Villa players look like. Will held off there. And it's Marshall's ball. Marshall just holding on to the ball for the minute. Davy Marshall. Plays it out for Obita. And that's going to go all the way through to Olsen. Is it Robin Olsen, isn't it? Yeah. I think so. Torres for Villa. Happy with what I've seen of Hibs so far in this game, despite obviously being behind. Konsa gives it back to Torres there. Pau Torres. Just plays it back to Konsa. Louise. No, Tillemans even, sorry. Ball forward. One back by Rocky Bashiri. That is a foul. No, yes it is. Wasn't sure that would be given. Not sure if that one was going to be given or not. We foul on Josh Campbell there. We just nudged over by Pau Torres. I'm not sure that was a foul. But anyway, Obita keeps it in there, does well to do so. Obita ball in. Cleared away. Stevenson to Yuan now, back to Stevenson. Louis Stevenson. Jago. Back to Bashiri. Miller. Lewis Miller bursting forward now for Hibs. Miller plays the ball in. Can he get another one? No. Takes on Douglas Luiz in the process. Not sure if it was a foul or if it just fell over. We'll have to see that again to properly identify that was. I think it was a foul. So it is Olsen's ball. Right, it's Villa in possession then. Back with Pau Torres. Plays the ball back there to SV Konsa. Torres. Tillemans, I think. Kamara. Back here for Chambers. Bailey. Back to Kamara now. Kamara all the way back to SV Konsa. Konsa to Louise. Back to Konsa. Louise. Konsa again. Kamara. Louise for Villa. Pau Torres. I'm not sure who that is on the far side. For Villa. We'll have to have a look at the lineups again, which I will do so at half time. When I no doubt start moaning about Hibs substitutions that I want to see. Yuri Tillemans there. Louise. Torres. Villa just controlling the ball now. And got a bit of water. Free kick for Hibs there, in our own, inside our own half. Hanlon plays it out to Stevenson, to Yuan now. Back to Stevenson, sorry. Louis Stevenson. Plays the ball there. Yuan couldn't keep that in, unfortunately. It's going to be a throw for Villa on the near side. Taken by Chambers. Excuse me. Konsa. Louise. Torres. Back to Olsen. I'm gonna check the names of these Villa players that I don't know at half time. Which is just a bit over probably 15, 18 minutes away from now, including stoppage time. Torres to Conser. Conser to Chambers. Chambers back to Conser. Conser still in possession here. Torres to Louise. All the way back. Was it a foul in there? I didn't see a foul. I've missed something. It's a free kick here for Villa. Okay. If you're still there, who's the Villa player on the far touchline? He's just standing on the touch. He's just standing on the touchline on the far side. Jago all the way back to Marshall there. Is that the lad who scored? Or is that somebody else? I'd have to double check that. Kamara for Louise here now. Torres. I'm not sure who that is. That's bad. Is he a young lad, or am I just forgetting a player completely? Because Leon Bailey's on this side. Leon Bailey's the 31, I know that much. James won the ball back here for Deutsch. There's Yuan. Ella Yuan. Rocky. Ball forward there for Hibs. Miller, ball in. Cleared for now. Corner. The captain. Go on. Deutsch. No. Thought I was going off for a corner. It's not. Well kept in there by the Villa player, to be fair. Can't mind who it was that kept it in, but I did keep it in. And Villa looking to come forward again here. What's that laddie's shirt number? No, it was the 24 who scored, I think. And he's got the ball again. He's played it out wide. Tielemans, I think that is. I need to look at score numbers at half time. I've said that too many times today. Louise. Ball forward. Good clearance by Rocky. Out for Villa throw on the far side. .33 minutes gone here at Villa Park. Pau Torres on the ball now for Villa. Torres. Start 71. Here's Bailey. And Bailey shoots, and that's 2-0. 2-0 for Villa. Leon Bailey gets the goal. That is up to 7 on aggregate now. 2-0 on the night. 7 overall. And that is Villa just taking control of the game again. That's Leon Bailey who is Obita's man. Stevenson maybe could have slid in there. Obita could slide in, but then you risk giving a penalty away, you risk getting a card. Marshall maybe could have been done a bit quicker, but it's a good goal. I'm not here to criticise the players. We've not played horribly, and we're back underway there. 2-0 Villa now. Leon Bailey with the goal. I think it's Duran and Bailey with the goals so far for Villa. Paul Hanlon now for Hibs. Stevenson. Forward. We're definitely not scoring 7, so Kamara. Out for Torres. No. It was Tielemans, therefore 56. 56, I don't know who 56 is. Is that the... It's a young player. I can gather that much from the shirt number. I definitely saw him earlier. If I remember correctly, I think he's a 20-year-old English right back. He's just playing up the pitch. It's a goal kick for Hipster. As we approach 36 minutes. Little over 10 minutes until half time if you include stoppages. Yeah. I mean, we've played better, I think. We've played better than we did last week so far. Which isn't exactly hard. It is, I think, so far this game just a Premier League quality players just shining through. Obviously better academy, better players, better manager, better... I'm not going to say better stadium necessarily. You've never been to Villa Park, but I imagine it's a nice ground to visit. Obviously I've been to East Road many times. Douglas Luiz there. Tielemans. Miller wins the ball there. Rocky. Rocky's gone down. Not sure if he's in distress or if it was us claiming for a free kick. He's got up now. Paul Hanlon now for Hibs. Jago. Back to Marshall. David Marshall. Plays the ball up. So on. Ball back now for Olsen for Villa. Newell. Go on. Torres. For goodness sake, Hibs, come on. Louise. We have had a couple of good chances. Olsen's made a couple of good saves. And that's a free kick for Villa. Clumsy foul in the middle of the park. Also almost fumbled that goal kick there. Don't know if it was a goal kick. I don't think it even was. He almost fumbled that there though. Anyways, Pau Torres playing out at the back for Aberdeen. I'm already thinking of the weekend. For Villa. There will be a watch along for Aberdeen for the Aberdeen game on Sunday. I will be live think it's a 3 o'clock kickoff. So I'll be live at 2:45 on Sunday for the Aberdeen watch along. Lewis Miller now for Hibs. Joe Newell back to Bashiri. Miller, Newell, Rocky, David Marshall, pumps it long, given it away, Douglas Luiz, Leon Bailey there now for Villa. Deutsch does well there. Jago, Yuan, Ella Yuan now for Hibs. In the box now, Yuan. Pass blocked and out for a throw for Hibs. On the far side. Obita takes it quickly into Jago. Back for Hanlon. Stevenson. Yuan. Newell. For Hibs, just looking to slow down the game a bit here. Newell. Puts it out for a Villa throw. Don't know what that pass was from Joe Newell. The Birmingham City man wanting to do something special against Villa. Turned into something horrific. I think that's a free kick for Villa in the middle of the park now. Douglas Luiz. Pau Torres. Luiz. Kamara. Newell. Free kick. No? Yes. Free kick for Hibs in the centre circle. Foul there by... Was it... Can't tell if it was Kamara or Luiz. Kamara or thingy Tielemans. I think it was a foul. It was a free kick for Hibs and Ella Yuan. Ball back. Across goal. Villa bodies in the way, unfortunately, again there. Kamara, sorry. Torres. All the way through to Marshall for Hibs. It was Yuan, and then Campbell came in. We're claiming a handball. If it did to the hand, it was definitely not in an unnatural position. Updates from elsewhere again. PAOK have beaten Hearts 4-0 on the night, 6-1 on aggregate. Hearts are out of Europe. Hibs are still in for at least another 48 minutes. So because of kick-off times, we've technically lasted longer in Europe than Hearts this season. I mean, we're both out of the same round. Aberdeen looks like we'll be dropping into the It looks like Aberdeen will be dropping into the Conference League, as they are currently 2 goals down at half-time in their game against Häcken, and obviously Rangers will be in the Europa League, and Celtic will be in the Champions League. So it is looking like we will have a Scottish team in each of the 3 European competitions this season. So it would have been good, obviously for the Scottish game, for Hearts if they could have gotten a result against, if they could have gotten a result out in Greece tonight, which they weren't able to do. Obviously, we were never getting past Villa, but we had a. I feel going into this stage of the competition, the Scottish clubs, we had a really good opportunity of getting 4 clubs into group stage football. Obviously, one of them is not being Hibs because of the nature of this tie against Villa. But I feel like Hearts really could have beaten PAOK on another day. I didn't watch the game last week. I didn't watch the game today. Just the 1 minute added on at the end of the first half here. I didn't watch the game last week. I didn't watch the game today. But looking at the time paper, I think Hearts could have got through. But obviously, they've lost 6-1 in aggregate. So, obviously, I don't watch a lot of Greek football. Don't watch any. I'll probably watch the highlights later tonight, but that's about it. And I'll watch the highlights of the Aberdeen game because I've only seen the goals so far. I have got the game on the TV. There's a free kick for Villa here, and that should just run down the clock for the end of the first half. Villa free kick will be the final action of this first half, as Concert plays it out there, and that is half time. We get that back to 45. Ready for the start of the second half. Here we go. So I'm going to take a quick break just now, go to the toilet. So I'll be back in plenty of time for the second half. Right, we're back. We are back. Please do let me know if the audio has gone even further out of sync with the camera. Please let me know. I can't hear myself. Because I don't want to hear myself on a delay. Just seeing the goals again. I'm thinking Marshall probably should have done better in the first one. I was talking about Rocky when I saw it, thinking like, yeah, Marshall has to do better there. The first goal, Marshall, just stay back. Rocky's covering the man, just passes it into an empty net. It's piss poor. If Marshall stays in his goal, they don't score that goal. But Marshall comes out of his goal and they do score. I mean, the first one's just pish. The second goal was a good finish from Leon Bailey, but I do think we could have. If either Stevenson or Robita slide in on Bailey for the second goal, to firstly risk giving away a penalty. I mean, we'll see it again here. So, from when Bailey gets the ball in the box, you've got a beater. It's only a beater who could challenge him. It is only a beater who could have challenged him there. Stevenson could have tried to put something in on the other man. And a beater does go down. When a beater does go to ground, to try and put a block in. It's a quality finish, to be fair to the lad. Seeing it again now. Yeah. I don't think you can criticise Hibs too much for that second goal. I will, however, criticise Beakley Hacken for a horrendous miss against Aberdeen there. That was 3-0 for them on a plate. On a plate, that was 3-0. It's the half time here at Villa Park. 5 minutes into the second half. There's seeing Obita's shot here. From quite a way out. It's a great save there from Olsen though. Great save from Olsen. And it's a game that Hibs are 2-0 down in, but I feel we've had the better of the chances. And yeah, and now we're just waiting for the second half to get started. And we'll see. Go through the other Conference League results and games that are ongoing at the minute. Bodo Glimt beat Sepsi OSK 3-2 in the night, 5-4 in aggregate. HJK beats FCB Farrell Constana 2-0 on the night, 3-2 in aggregate. Driedelbike beat FK Struga 1-0 on the night, 2-0 on aggregate. Apoel Nicosia lost 2-1 to Ghent, 2-1 on the night, 4-1 on aggregate to Ghent. Bran and AZ Alkmaar drew 3 each. 4-4 on aggregate. AZ won 1-6-5 on penalties. FC Twente lost 1-0 to Fenerbahce on the night. 6-1 to Fenerbahce on aggregate. Victoria Pilsen beat Tobol Kostanay 3-0 on the night, 5-1 on aggregate. PAOK Thessaloniki beat Hearts 4-0 on the night, 6-1 on aggregate. Adana Demirspor are currently 1-0 up against Genk. That game is 2 each on aggregate. 88 minutes gone there. Bate Borisov beat Balkani 1-0 on the night, but they lost 4-2 on aggregate. Besiktas beat Dinamo Kiev 1-0 on the night, 4-2 on aggregate. Ferencvaros beat Zalgiris Vilnius, no idea how you say that, 3-0 on the night, 7-0 on aggregate. Fiorentina beat Rapid Vienna 2-0 on the night and 2-1 on aggregate. NK Silj drew with Maccabi Tel Aviv 1 each on the night, and Maccabi Tel Aviv won 5-2 on aggregate. Partizani drew 1 each with FC Astana on the night, and Astana won 2-1 on aggregate. Games still in play. SC Dnipro -1. SC Dnipro 1 are currently 1 each with Spartak Trnava. That game is 2 each in aggregate. In the Europa League playoff round, though, Aberdeen have a penalty against BK Häcken. Miovski stepping up for it. Can he convert his spot kick here? Bojan Miovski. We'll get back to the live scores in just a second after he takes this penalty. And he scores. 2-1, 3-4. 1-2, 3-4. 1-2 on the night, 3-4 on aggregate. Aberdeen back in the game. Back to the live scores in the Conference League. Rijeka currently 1-0 up against Lille on the night, 2 each on aggregate. Former Hibs defender Marian Cabrera on the bench there for Rijeka in that game, which as it stands is heading to extra time there. 87 minutes gone there. Club Brugge are 2-0 down to Osasuna, 69 minutes into their second leg. Osasuna are 3-2 up on aggregate. Frankfurt are currently 0-0 with Levski Sofia. They are 1-1 in aggregate. Obviously here at Villa Park is 2-0 to Villa against Hibs. They are obviously up 7-0 on aggregate, unfortunately. Legia Warsaw and Midtjylland is currently 0-0. They are at half time. They kicked off at the same time as us. They are 3 each in aggregate, and Partizan Beograd are currently 1-0 down to Nordjylland. They are 6-1 up. Nordjylland are 6-0 up on aggregate. For the Europa League scores, Karabag FK drew 1 each with Olympia Ljubljana. Karabag won 3-1 on aggregate. However, we will stop there because the teams are coming back out, and on comes one Super John McGinn for the second half here for Villa. John McGinn is coming on for Villa. As is Matty Cash. Cash and McGinn coming on. Some more names I know coming on, that's good. But that probably means that Villa are going to score more goals. Who's coming off then? It's the 44, which is Kamara coming off for John McGinn. And Matty Cash will come on for... don't know. I assume Villa were going to put up a graphic on the screen to say who they've come on for. Obviously McGinn's come on for Kamara. Cash is on for Conser. So that... no, I'm checking out Laddie's name before we start the second half. Revan. Sebastian Revan. Okay. He's the 56 who was on the far side. He's on the near side now, so I'll see his number. And he's on the ball now. And Villa are coming forward early on in the second half again. I had to start the timer. Marshall makes a save early on in the half. Let me just get that synced up. There we go. And we're off. There we go. Fix the timer. And Villa are coming forward again here with Douglas Luiz. John McGinn leaves it for that. Is it? I've already forgotten the lad's name. Revan. It's Revan. Revan. Okay. Let's take him off. Still don't have to think of his name anymore. You're not taking him off for Cash. Assume Villa are going to a back four then. Is that right? I assume that Revan can play as a winger as well then. Anyways, it's a goal kick here, right? Goal kick here for Hibs then. Marshall to take, obviously. Ball comes out. It's going to be a throw in here. Didn't see who it came off last. It's a Hibs throw, Lewis Miller to take. Don't think there was any changes for Hibs at the break. Rocky. Back to Hanlon. Stevenson. Stop the pitch there. It's going to go out for Hibs throw, I want to say. Indeed. Stevenson to Rocky. Hanlon to Rocky, sorry. Miller with it now. Jago. Miller. Brought down cleanly, says the referee. Ball in. Hits nobody. And Obita gives it to Yuan. Ellie Yuan now for Hibs. Ellie Yuan on the counter attack. Got Campbell up for support. Tries to go alone and hits it wide. Goal kick for Villa. Yuan wanted a corner. Let's see. Yeah, should be a corner. Does come off the Villa player. But was given as a goal kick. I don't really think we're in much of a position to be complaining about a corner not given at this stage. 7-0 down. But to be honest, this is further than we expected to get in Europe this season, so I mean, I didn't expect us to beat Luzerne, so this is a bonus for what it's worth. But it would have been nice to, I mean, it would be nice to get a goal against Villa. Obviously, there's still time to get a goal. probably about what 45, probably about 45, 50-ish minutes left to this game. You could stoppage time at the end of the game, but I mean, we knew we were out going into the game. We're certainly out now. For what it's worth, we've done ourselves proud so far in the night. Matty Cash in the picture there. Free kick for Hibs. Just beside the dugouts. Excuse me, sorry. Rocky Bashiri. Lewis Miller keeps it in play. Nice control from Miller. Plays it back to Rocky. Hanlon. Plays it up over now for Yuan. He can definitely beat Matty Cash for pace. Ball in. Shoots and a save from the keeper. A straightforward save for the keeper, but test the keeper. Always say it. Test the keeper. Was never going to be a problem for the goalkeeper, but if you don't shoot, you don't score, you know? As we take past the 50th minute mark there. Newell wins it back there. Newell does well to win it back there to Ellie Yuan now. Ellie Yuan. Poor pass from Yuan. Poor pass. McGinn. Duran is that. Stevenson wins it back there. Okay, right. Unai Emery scratches his chin. Obita's got a problem here. Staff on the pitch to help him out here. Will Fish is going to come on for Hibs. He will be our first change. I assume coming on there for Obita. And now we're going to go to a 3 at the back then. Lafondra's coming on. Adam Lafondra and Will Fish coming on for Hibs. Assume Doige is coming off. Well, depending on what the Obita situation is there, he's going to come off maybe. At the moment we're playing with 10. Obita's off the pitch. And Obita will be coming off. Lafondra and Fish are coming on. Go on. Offside. Well offside there. Revan back to Olsen. Start Cash there, I think. Just wait for the ball to go out so we can make the subs and go back up to 11 players. Torres for Villa now. Louise. Good ball forward there from Villa. Foul on Rocky. Hibs can make the changes. Yuan's coming off for Lafondra. First change, Ellie Yuan off, Adam Lafondra on. No, Doige off, sorry, Doige off. Still had Yuan 23 in my mind. Obviously, Doige now is 23. So Christian Doige off, Adam Lafondra on. And Will Fish, I assume, is on for then Obita. Yes, Will Fish is on for Obita. So probably a gone to a flat back four then of Miller. No, it'll be a back five then. Yeah, back five. Fish, Hanlon, and Rocky, with Stevenson and Miller. Out wide, it'll be then Lafondra and Yuan up front, with that's good defending from Rocky there, to be fair. With obviously Diego, Campbell and Newell as the midfield. 5-3-2 there. 5-3-2 for Hibs then probably now. Yeah, three back there. Stevenson and Miller out wide. McGinn takes a tumble. Duan. Save for Marshall. Save from David Marshall. Corner for Villa. Not the most difficult save Marshall will have to make tonight, but certainly one that he had to make. And as we well know, it's sometimes the easiest saves that Marshall doesn't make. Anyways, Liam Bailey's out to take a corner here for Villa. Bailey out to take. Corner comes in. It goes short rather. Bailey. Ball in. That's gonna be offside. There's the linesman on the far side. Not sure if it was offside or not myself, but we'll trust the lino. Aye, Louise was offside. Okay. So Marshall out for the free kick. Just try and get the ball up the pitch for Hibs. Villa just winning the ball back easily there. That's Ravan. It's a good challenge from Lewis Miller to put it out for a throw. It's a good challenge to stop the counter attack. Put it out for a throw in the process, out for a throw, another throw for Villa here on the near side. It's Ravan to take. A fellow I didn't know who he was in the first half. I know who he is now. I don't know who he is. I know he's a Villa player who plays on the right hand side of the pitch. Chambers. It's Louise. Cash. Chambers. It's Torres. It's up there. That's going to be Marshall's ball. David Marshall with the ball at his feet now. Come on, Hibs. Villa looking to add to their goals tally. And Jago's gone down hurt here. Jago looks in some discomfort. I'll have to see that again. Jago fouls Douglas Luiz. It's a Villa free kick, but Jago's come off worse from it. Jago's come off worse from a foul. Which is nothing new for Hibs, is it, really? Nothing new. Free kick here then for Villa. Bailey to take. Hibs with a 3-man wall, countered by Villa's 3-man wall just in front of it. Bailey strikes straight at Marshall, and that is in for 3. Cash. The goal. Appeals from the Hibs players. But as far as I'm concerned, it is 3-0 and 8-0. 3-0 and that is 8. Let's see the replay. He is onside. There, that is onside. I think it is onside. Good stop for Marshall initially, and Cash just follows up for a good goal. Marshall just hits it into the path for the... Marshall does just hit it into his path, and then it goes through Marshall's legs. And the Polish international makes it 3-0 on the night and 8-0 on aggregate. Come on, Hibs. Double change here for Villa. Ollie Watkins. The hat-trick scorer from last week is going to come on, and is that Diego Carlos to come on as well. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant. Ollie Watkins is going to replace the goal scorer Duran, and assuming Carlos will replace either Chambers or Torres. Torres and Duran off, Watkins and Carlos on. Just Brazil international Diego Carlos coming on. Fucking hell. Fish for Hibs. Back to Marshall. David Marshall. Rocky back to Fish, back to Marshall again. And that's back to the goalkeeper, Olsen. Marshall with the ball for Hibs now. Will Fish. Newell. Who's actually playing where? That's Fish in the middle, Rocky on the right, Hanlon on the left. Fish now. To Hanlon. Marshall. Plays it. Hit it long. Newell. Out wide for Hibs now. Plays it over to Miller. Might be a tight offside there if something comes to this. Rocky. Go on. Lafondra. Lafondra shoots. Wide. Offside flag goes up. It's a save from the keeper. Offside flag did go up in the end. And Miller was clearly offside. As was Lafondre in that last move anyway. So goal would not have counted if it did go in, but it didn't go in, so no VAR check needed. Newell's coming off for Del Feria, and Martin Boyle is coming on for Yuan? That would make sense. Del Feria and Boyle coming on. Newell and Yuan going off. Okay. Alan Del Feria and Martin Boyle on the pitch now for Hibs. Okay, see if they can help Hibs to a goal in Europe against Villa. Let's see what the remaining 25 plus stoppage time has to offer. Villa in possession time with Matty Cash. Back to the goalkeeper. Carlos. Diego Carlos with the ball now for Villa. McGinn. Duran. Villa in again. Tielemans. Is that Diaby thingy? Ball in. Clear. Save. Fish heads over the line. Did it cross? No, it didn't cross. Good goalkeeping for Marshall and a good awareness from Will Fish. Nah. Clear. Hacken have a penalty against Aberdeen to restore their 2-goal advantage. Villa have a corner here though. We'll keep you updated on both. Tielemans out for the corner here for Villa. Corner comes in. Headed away. Shot comes back in. Hacken have scored their penalty against Aberdeen. They are now 3-1 up on the night and 5-3 up on aggregate with 10 minutes plus stoppages, or 9 minutes plus stoppages to play. That's great from Will Fish there, by the way. It's brilliant from Fish. Good save. Good initial save for Marshall as well. It's a good save. It's a yellow card for Lewis Miller. First card of the night, I think. Let me just double check that. First card of the night for Lewis Miller. Indeed it is the first card of the night. On 69 minutes. First card of the night. It's a free kick just outside the area. For foul by Lewis Miller. On Duran, I think his name was again. Can't mind what his name was now. Duran, I think. Douglas Luiz is going off for Villa. On in the space is Leander Dendoncker. Villa's 32. Dendoncker. Free kick for Villa then. Tielemans over it. Tielemans hits the wall. Tielemans again will put a cross into the box then. Cleared. McGinn. Saduran. Cash. Matty Cash. Plays it back across there to... Can't mind his name. What's his... Nani? For the boy's name. Centre half. Chambers, there you go. To Chambers. Lewis Miller. Bolter to John McGinn. Well won back there by Hibbs. Come on. Can we get one goal? Boyle. Campbell. Campbell ball in. Into the arms of the keeper. Come on, Hibbs. Come on. 20 minutes to go plus stoppages. Much better overall performance than last week, certainly. Definitely more positive signs from this game than the one last week. There's a couple of poor errors in the first half. Gave them the first two goals, and then just a shot just a save ricocheting, or save just going in the direction of Matty Cash for the third goal. Not much I think we could have done about that. As we could be in here. Go on, shoot! Corner. Or was he offside? Offside, I think, there. Martin Boyle. Could have been in. Let's see. It would have been one that the Lions would have had to come out for, but I think it probably was just about off. It's good defending anyway from Villa. But I mean, Boyle should be doing better. Boyle should do better in that position as it is. Boyle should score in that position, onside or off. He should score, but alas, he doesn't. But 18 plus stoppages to go then at Villa Park. Little reminder, I will be live again on Sunday even, for the Aberdeen game. Don't know when that message was sent. Probably just... yeah, about an hour ago. We'll be live on Sunday for the Aberdeen game. We'll watch them for that. As always, anyone's welcome. Just don't be a dick in the chat. An offside in there. What? Oh, good block from Rocky there. I looked away for a second and Rocky put in a good tackle. Rocky did something good to block off John McGinn. I'm getting a shot away there. Boyle's down now though. Boyle is down here. This is not what we want to see. Looks like he's getting attention on his knee. This could be bad for Hibs. This could be bad news for Hibs. He is walking, which is good. Will he come back on the pitch though? I think he will. We don't want Boyle getting injured again though. It's certainly not what we need going into, especially going into, well, just focusing on domestic football now. He's one of our biggest weapons in domestic football. Duran for Villa. Carlos. 15 to go plus stoppages. Carlos. To Chambers. To Dendonka there. Come on, Hibs. Come on. The way. Lewis Miller. There we go. Campbell now for Hibs. Ref? They're not a free kick? Yes, it is. Good. One the Hibs. You know it, Sam. You know it. We'll be back on Sunday for a watch along for the Aberdeen game. Make sure to join me for that if you can. Leave a like on this stream if you've not yet done so, and obviously if you're in the chat, you are subscribed to the channel. But if there's anyone just lurking around, do subscribe to the channel, leave a like if you've not yet done so. I do appreciate it. Ball's back with Marshall now. Plays it now for Stevenson. Hanlon, sorry. Now it's for Stevenson. Del Ferrier. Puts it out for a throw for Villa. Come on, Hibs. Come on. Duran takes the throw. To Carlos. Then Donker. Chambers. One back there. Given away again. Lovely stuff from Hibs. Win the ball back, give it away instantly. Carlos. Rocky does well there. Failure back to Rocky. Josh Campbell. Lewis Miller. Back for Marshall now. Lewis Stevenson out for a throw for Hibs on the far side. Lewis Miller now. Campbell. Rocky. Jago. Stevenson. Fish. Bashiri. Miller. Back to Bashiri now. Fish. Plays the ball long. Miller can't quite get on the end of it, unfortunately. Gonna be a throw for Villa. They go back into their own penalty area with Carlos. To Chambers now. Callum Chambers. Was I calling him something else in the first half? I can't even mind what I was. One of those other English centre halves probably get names mixed up all over the gaff. Anyways, Carlos is in possession now. Chambers has it now. For Villa at the back. Back with Chambers again. With Cash. McGinn. Back to Carlos. Then Donker. In the midfield. Tielemans. Who do you think will become manager? I think we'll get Stephen Robinson, if I'm honest. I think we'll get Robinson. It's not who I'd go for personally. I don't know who I'd go for personally. I'd go for one of the... for the central... not central coast, but... I like the idea of one of the managers from Australia. But I like that idea. I can't see Hibs doing it. I don't want Lennon. It's the one I definitely don't want. I think I'd just be a bit underwhelmed if we do just get like, you know, a McInnes or a Robinson or someone like that from, you know, already within Scottish football. I just feel a bit underwhelming. Or maybe that's the kind of manager that we need. Not someone like a Maloney or a Johnson, as we've tried out recently, which been two experiments that haven't worked. That's a Hibs free kick. Boyle's got blood down his knee there. Boyle was offside as well. It's a foul on Boyle for Matty Cash. I do think Boyle was just offside there though. But we do get the free kick. We do get the free kick. We'll talk about Celtic with Postecoglou. Yeah, I mean, Celtic are, I think especially that time, are a much different environment, that's team or club to Hibs at the minute. See, Celtic could have just gone out and bought Celtic, like when Ange came in at Celtic, he went out and bought his players. Like sort of all the like the Japanese lads, your Kyogos, your Maedas, your... What's the other lad that they bought then? Can't mind his name. But you think of all those lads that Celtic bought in. Yes, Hibs would sign players. Would sign players that the new manager knows and likes. Obviously. But of how much money we've already spent in this window, you wouldn't be able to get and you know, like a marquee signing as like a that's one of the manager's players, like what a Kyogo was for Celtic under Ange. I don't think it would work out with Hibs. Obviously, if it happens, I hope I'm wrong. I hope it does work. If it happens, I hope it works, obviously. But I can't see it working. delay in the game here as Villa's goalkeeper is down receiving treatment. I just couldn't see it working out with Hibs. Unfortunately, that kind of thing. I'd be interested to see how it would go, because obviously, like, obviously you don't know. Obviously, we all. I mean, it's only from my perspective when I saw Postecoglou going to Celtic, I didn't think it would work out for him there, and it did against the odds. It did work out for him there. But I think that's largely down to the amount of money that he could spend with Celtic to bring in his own players, as I've said. Yeah, I don't think it would work as well for Hibs, if at all. But yeah, who knows? We might get one of the Aussie lads in, one of the lads from Australia in. If we got a good number of, well, we've got two Australian internationals in the team in Boyle and Jago, as well as Lewis Miller, who kind of be too far away from getting a call up to the Socceroos team. Anyways, we're ready to start the game again here. It's going to be a drop ball here for Marshall, as Aberdeen is full time there. They have lost 3-1 to BK Häcken. Aberdeen will play in the Conference League group stage this season. BK Häcken in the Europa League. The draws for both of those competitions are tomorrow. Champions League draw obviously happened earlier this evening, whenever it was. I can't even mind what time it was. Anyways, Hibs is playing around here. Final few minutes of the game. Fish. 3 minutes plus stoppage time. There will probably be 5-6 minutes added on, maybe. There'll be a few minutes added on there for the injury to the Villa goalkeeper. Receiving treatment there. There'll be a bit of time added on for Boyle's treatment. There'll be time added on for the goal. 5-6 minutes is probably about right. Fish. Boyle. Campbell. Miller. Aberdeen and Villa in the same group, hopefully. See, Aberdeen now. I mean, my ideal scenario would have been us getting a slightly, quote-unquote, easier draw. There's no easy games, obviously, especially when we're Hibs. To get a slightly easier draw there than for us to get Villa in the groups, but obviously it never worked out like that, unfortunately. Callum trying a shot there, throwing just wide. Marshall was up full stretch. I'm not sure. I mean, it's like, for what it's worth, Vinny Molotnikov's coming on for Josh Campbell now. For what it's worth, I mean, I hope Aberdeen do as well as possible in the group. You know, like, rivalries aside and everything. I hope all the Scottish teams do well enough, but not too well, in European competition, because it's good, because it's good for our game. Hibs fans still enjoying the occasion at Villa Park. Love to see it. Obviously, they've not had anything to cheer really today. But you know, we've played well. We've lost to the better team. They've taken the chances we didn't. The story of the game. But we've not played badly by any means. We've kept it respectable on the night. So the 8-0 in aggregate. John McGinn tried a shot just there. Blocked by Jago. As we head towards stoppage time now, how much will be added on here? There will be 8 additional minutes at the end of the second 45. 8 minutes to play. Probably about right, thinking back for the second half. Just 5 or 6 a few minutes ago. It's 8. Well, that's just... I wasn't... Maybe minutes is how long some of the injury, some of the treatments took on the pitch for Boyle and Olsen. But, you know, we can leave this game with our heads held high. And now just go to focusing on domestic football again. Because we've just got domestic football now. We'll wish Villa luck in the group stage, obviously. And we'll try to recover our league form on Sunday against Aberdeen, who have been knocked out of the Europa League down to the Conference League this evening. Cash. Chambers. Tielemans. Chambers. Callum Chambers. Then Donker. Matty Cash. Chambers. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't really mind who Aberdeen get in the group stage of the Conference League. You know, if they get Villa, they get Villa. You know, I think Aberdeen at the minute are a better side than Hibs. I do think Aberdeen would score a goal against Villa. I do. Villa obviously win both games. Duran's just let the ball go behind them there. Villa keep possession. Carlos with the ball now. Through Rocky, gives it away. Rocky gets a touch on it, goes back to McGinn. Again, that's a good challenge by Jago. Jimmy Jago. Can he set Hibs forward? No, he can't. But he wins a throw. A free kick. It's definitely not a throw because Jago definitely touched that last. 5 minutes of stoppage time to play then. 5 minutes to play or stoppage time. It's on for TV, so don't. 5 minutes to go then. No, it was a throw. I was certain that came off Jago last. Fish. Back to Marshall. Out to Hanlon. Hanlon plays it. Oof. That's for Carlos. That's now with Dendonka. Bailey. Chambers, Cash. Matty Cash for Villa. Plays it back to Chambers now. Callum Chambers plays it in towards Tielemans. Dendonka to Tielemans. Tielemans plays a good ball forward to the head of Will Fish. Will Fish has played really well today. Been happy with apart from the goals, Cash is in here. Good block. Good clearance away. Good defending there. yeah, overall I'm relatively happy with the Hibs defence. Good bit of goalkeeping there from Marshall as well. I'm impressed by Hibs overall. Obviously, Perth lose to 3 goals. Disappointing to lose those. But what are you going to do against a quality of opposition like this? I know Villa didn't put out their full strength team, but you still, I mean, like you never like conceding goals no matter who's playing, right? And we'll hope to get our first win of the league season on Sunday. We've got 3 minutes. We've got just less than 3 minutes to play here at Villa Park. 2.5 minutes probably about now. Just over that. Cash. There's a ball up there. Watkins held off by Fish. Goes back to Tielemans. Go on. Dan Milotnikov. Oh, good interception there. Good experience this for really Milotnikov. As we just go to the final couple of minutes. Cleared away. Stevenson clears. Hanlon plays it backwards. Come on, Hibs. Go on. Boyle. Phillips appealing for offside. Martin Boyle goes back there. That's a foul on McGinn. Fouls a foul from really Milotnikov on John McGinn there. Final minute then. Final minute. Free kick for Villa. Just taking a slow, quick free kick there. Cash. Villa just going to see out the final few seconds of this game. Chambers. Tielemans. They might come forward one more time. Villa forward one more time. Paul Hanlon back there first. Out for a throw for Villa. Final 30 seconds. Dendoncker, sorry. Tielemans. Dendoncker. Chambers, sorry. And that is that. Full time. Aston Villa 3, Hibs 0, 8-0 on aggregate. I didn't think we didn't play badly by any means. No means did we play badly. Definitely think we should have had a goal or two in the first half. That chance from Abita. There was a chance from Abita and there was a chance for Josh Campbell, I remember. Boyle, I think, should have at least put the ball in the net if he was offside or not. But, you know what? We've not embarrassed ourselves tonight. We've done ourselves proud tonight. 3-0 loss away from home against the Premier League side. We can leave with our heads held high. And there's definitely plenty that we can take. Good fact, I've watched the stream. Very good commentary. Thanks, mate, thanks. Yeah. As I was saying, I think there's a lot of positives that we can take from these two games against a top team like Villa into our next league game against Aberdeen on Sunday, and then obviously it's the international break after that. Not sure if we've got any players going away in internationals. It's obviously we'll have no one away in Scotland. Um, has the Australia squad been announced yet? Let me see. Has the Australia squad been announced yet? I'm not sure. Yeah. We will be back on Saturdays. I will be back on Sunday for another watch long for the Aberdeen Hibs game. If you can, make sure to join me then. And yeah, Bashiri. Oh, Bashiri for DR Congo. Yeah. Cheers for that. Bashiri. Okay. Not sure how much he's going to play for them. And who else do we have that might be away in internationals? Marshall, no. Miller. I'm not sure if the Australia squad's been announced yet. Bashiri's away. Campbell, no. Let's see if Miller, Jago. It'll be if Miller, Jago, or Boyle are called up for Australia. Be the only other ones that we might get. See, Wallacott would have gone away, but he's injured. Levitt's injured, so he won't go away. Yeah, those will be the only ones that potentially go on internationals. So we'll have to wait and see what the Australia squad is the main one for us. So, anyways, until Sunday, thank you for watching. I'll see you later.